hopes, although as an independent researcher and media producer, there's really only so much I can accomplish. So one of the primary goals of this project is to foster relationships before products. There's another piece of this, which is that I took a job at a Mozilla spinout for an open source AI dev ecosystem for
Mhm.
a good while after SFI, and really loved working there as well, and believed that my responsibility within that organization was to foster the relationships and to help nourish the understanding for people that did not initially grasp the long-term vision that these people had for the future of computing, so as to help people find their place and their agency within the story rather than just receiving this product from on high, right? There's always that question of where do people find their place and their authorship in the work, and eventually decided that the best way for me to do that work was outside of that organization as well, and that what it, what it's going to take for people to reclaim their ability to participate as makers in the future rather than just as consumers is going to take this sort of rhizomal approach where we put relationships before transactions, and so a big piece of humans on the loop is I'm working on a podcast that I'm going to use to train a language model, and I'm all this stuff. But what it comes down to is that this show and nothing I do exists purely in terms of its instrumental value. Like there has to be in every decision I make that attention to values as well as value, and that attention to a more kind of multifactorial, holistic, multi-optimization, both hemispheric thinking. And so the desire to scale this project is secondary to the desire to build relationships with like people like you, from which something that I have not already anticipated or pre-specified might grow.
Yeah.
Like the emergent property, because like I'm not big enough to be a DAO, but if I treat, part of the philosophical inquiry of this show is cracking open that sort of soliton definition of the individual human, seeing ourselves as evolving networks within evolving networks as just like one valid perspective, and recognizing that every decision we're making is, in some sense, a consequence of DAO like voting activity
Mhm.
between different brain regions, different neural systems in the body and its relationship to the environment. And so it's like a radical recentering of where decisions are happening and how they come to pass.